He fell asleep in New Jersey before the bombs hit the ground. Broadcasting from a bomb shelter, he is the nuclear clown. Yeah, so I saw Predators. My spoiler-free review is a bit different than anything else I've ever done before, because I did not actually watch all of Predators. I missed probably about 10 minutes of the movie. I wasn't late or anything like that. Well, actually, I'll tell you a little story. Before I went, you know, you may tell by looking at me, but I like the food. So I was there a little early, and I was like, you know, I gotta wait like a half hour. Yeah, I'll get something to eat. So I went and I got some food, and it was like the greasiest shit I've ever seen in my life. And believe me, these eyes have seen some. You know, look, I eat. You know, I've seen some things. I've seen things, and this was bad. I have the bag. I saved the bag. Look. I know it's in black and white, but look at that. It looks like they put just like 6 ribs in a bag and just gave it to me. So anyway, so I eat the food. It was all right, but it was really, really greasy. So anyway, so I was like, all right, well, go see the movie now. So I go get my ticket. I go sit down, and I'm about an hour in, and well, you know, I had an enormous diarrhea attack. I'm just gonna come out and say it. You know, I think that we've been together, the two of us have been together long enough that I can be honest about things. And, you know, I pride myself on the ability, when I go to a movie, that I don't leave for anything. Like, I sit there and I see the whole thing. I don't get up. I don't make calls. I don't do anything. You know, I've had a long and illustrious career of not getting up during a movie, but this was bad, so I toughed it out as long as I could, and I made it to about an hour into the movie, right where they meet up with Lawrence Fishburne, and I had to go. This was serious. All right, serious business was about to go down, so I left for about 10 minutes. Where I became the proud parent of my own baby predator, and then, you know, went back to see the movie. Now I like to think I only missed about 10 minutes of it, so I didn't miss a lot. At least I don't think. But I realized that from the time I went out to the time I got back, 3 people had died. 3. So, I have moral issues with coming on here and giving my opinion on a movie if I haven't really seen all of it. And yeah, I only missed 10 minutes, and believe me, I'm sure those 10 minutes were great. So, my review is, I can only talk about what I saw, which was the vast, vast, vast majority of the movie, but I feel kind of bad giving an actual review on something where I haven't seen all of it. So, my review is, you know, I can't. It's unethical. In the reviewer's handbook, because we go to school for this. I don't know if you know, we had to take, you know, like lawyers, like a bar exam type stuff. But yeah, so it's unethical for me to come on here and talk about it, since I didn't technically see all of it. So before I say any of this stuff, let me just say that. Before you say, oh, well, Dave, they explain this, blah, 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 here in this part, because that's what I'm worried about, that I'm going to go talk shit about this movie, and then somebody's going to say, oh, well, Dave, they explained that in the 10 minutes you were fighting for your life in a bathroom. So yeah, my spoiler-free review is I didn't see all of it. Sorry. Missed about 10, maybe 15 minutes, maybe. I doubt it. Probably more like 10. But I will tell you what I thought about what I saw. So I'm going to start spoiling stuff. So you know, if you just want to hear a real disgusting diarrhea story and see this, you can go watch something else now. Right off the bat, I have problems with Adrian Brody a lot. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, man, there's something wrong. There's something about him that that just doesn't click with me. And I realized what it was. Adrian Brody looks just like Pee Wee Herman. Like, fucking just like him. And he's trying to be this badass in this movie and this tough guy, and it's so incredibly laughable. You know, like the girl's like, she says like, so, what are you, a mercenary or something? And he's like, want to make something of it? Like in a Rorschach voice. And he looks like such a little twerp. Like, I just want to, like, I want to sit on him and take his lunch money and shit. And, you know, like, he looks like Pee Wee Herman. And the whole movie, I cannot buy him as a hero in anything. I couldn't buy him as a hero in a goddamn McDonald's commercial. Even though they did everything they could to make him all tough and manly, including the big, huge caricature cartoon gun he has, and the big, huge caricature cartoon knife that's more like a fucking short sword that he has. It's like they knew. They were like, listen, this guy looks like a pansy, so give him like big guns. And they did, and it doesn't help. The Predators, they went to Earth, they abducted a bunch of killers and badasses and stuff, and Pee Wee Herman impersonators, and they bring them to their planet to hunt them, right? That's the story of the movie. But they brought a convict in jumpsuit, like still in the jumpsuit. So that makes me think, did the Predator bust him out? Like, did the Predator go to... No, maybe I missed when they explained this. I don't know. But, you know, I picture the Predator, like, in a suit, acting as the guy's lawyer and, you know, doing an appeal to get him out of prison, and then he just walks him up on a ship and then rides off with him. I mean, how, like, he was incarcerated. He was under lock and key with guards. The Predator just... I mean, what... And, you know, there's a Yakuza guy, too, and he's in a suit, and he's walking around in the jungle, and his tie's perfect, and, you know, and he finds a katana on the planet. One thing that just really bothered me about this film, they're on this planet, and the girl, it's like way early in the movie, the girl looks around, and she's like, I've been in a lot of jungles, I've never seen this one before. So you scoured every jungle, you know all the locations, you're like, nah, this isn't Earth. Nah, I never been here before. It's a fucking jungle, man. It's a jungle. It's supposed to take place on another world, but there's nothing alien about it except predators and their dogs. You know, oh wait, they looked at the sky for 2 seconds and they saw other planets and they were like, ooh. And it's funny because they're on this distant world and they're all like, oh, where are we? Oh no, my mind. And then the one guy is like, oh look, it's the guy goes to touch the plant and he's like, dude, don't touch that. That's a Mungaria maligna plant. It's poisonous. You're not on Earth. Are you gonna be like... They did zero work trying to make this seem like some exotic location. It looks like fucking Colombia, for crying out loud. Like, there's nothing alien about this alien world. Within 10 minutes of this movie, one of the characters is identifying plants on an alien planet. The Predators had enormous heads. If you've seen the movie, am I alone on this? That the Predators' heads were like bobbleheadishly big, and they just looked less cool than the first Predator. You know, all through this movie, I'm sitting there, and I'm waxing nostalgic about the Predator in the first movie. Like, these Predators are dicks in this movie. They go to Earth, they abduct people, throw them in their planet, and hunt them down on their home turf, right? And there's like more than one of them against like 6 humans, and a couple of them don't even have ammo. They don't even have guns. The one prisoner guy has a fucking knife, and the Yakuza guy has like a pistol. You know, that's ridiculous. The first Predator was like, man, you guys are pussies. He gets in his ship, He goes to Earth. He's probably never been there before, right? He finds a jungle and he starts hunting these trained commando, this unit. Not only are they trained in combat, but they're a unit. They know how to fight together. And he slowly, methodically picks them off one by one, and I'm sitting there, and it's like, I miss him. I've never missed a Predator before in my whole life. I can tell you, I've never missed a Predator, but I do. I was like, man, you know what? Corey was a great guy. Corey the Predator was just a really cool guy. You know, he went, he handled his business like a man. He was like, you know what? I'm going on their turf. If Hollywood's gonna keep making these shitty movies, I'm gonna keep eating shitty food, and this somehow is gonna make something right. Yeah.